Hello, welcome back to the channel. Sad news, actually. Johnny Depp has resigned from the Harry Potter franchise at the request of Warner Brothers. Now, for those of you that don't know, just a quick recap. This is following on from a case in the UK, which wasn't actually him versus Amber Heard. It was him versus a newspaper, The Sun. And it was basically for defamation. He lost that case. I believe he's going to appeal. I don't agree with it in any way. Jasper's here. So, I mean, it all seems to be following on from that, really. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me why Warner Brothers would do this when we've got video evidence of other actors doing very, very questionable things, and they're still frontlining films. Ezra Miller, for instance. I really am shocked. Like, I praised Warner Brothers for just being across the board. You know, I didn't necessarily agree with their actions of not doing what with certain people, but I did say at the very least they are static, and they've changed that. So boo boo, Warner Brothers, you big poo poo. Pirates of the Caribbean. This article's linked down below. Check it out. Side note as well, I've got a brand new website. I now have a website. It's for my production company, Production H Films, productionhfilms.com. I'll leave a link down below, as well as the GoFundMe to my latest film project, which I'm in pre-production of right now. It should be filming in about 2 weeks' time. Check them out, as well as the website. But let's all links and all that crap's down below, as well as my Instagram and nonsense like that. But anyway, so Pirates of the Caribbean and Fantastic Beasts actor Johnny Depp has revealed Warner Brothers has asked him to resign. That's the thing about it as well. He was asked to resign, but obviously it was like, resign or we're gonna fire you. This is the only way that he can save face, by going, okay, I'll resign. But I just think it's a shame. Like, it is a shame. Because they're not acting, they're not that unbiased, ambiguous, just sort of entity now. They are choosing sides, which does make me question their ethics, because at the end of the day, when you have a video very clearly showing an altercation, you'd think that they would act, wouldn't you, really? It's super odd. But basically, he's been asked to resign from his role as Grindelwald, and he agreed to the request. So he did this letter on Instagram, right? And here's the letter. And in true Depp fashion, like he's classy with it. And it is a shame. So it's dated November 6th, so today, London. And it said, in light of recent events, I would like to make the following short statement. Firstly, I'd like to thank everybody who has gifted me with their support and loyalty. I've been humbled and moved by your many messages of love and concern, particularly over the last few days. Secondly, I wish to let you know that I have been asked to resign by Warner Brothers from my role as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts, and I have respected and agreed to that request. Finally, I wish to say this. The surreal judgment of the court in the UK will not change my fight to tell the truth, and I confirm that I plan to appeal, so that's good. My resolve remains strong, and I intend to prove that the allegations against me are false. My life and career will not be defined by this moment in time. Thank you for reading. Sincerely, Johnny Depp. Pooh. Awful. It's not nice seeing a man's career just be absolutely destroyed by, you know, someone. Now, one of the things about the UK court is, like, they're very literal. So the issue, like, I don't agree with it. I think it's super weird ruling and all that kind of crap, and I don't agree with it at all. But they're looking at it very literally. They're like, well, is there evidence that he hit her? Yes. Well, okay. Well, then the Sun newspaper's, you know, evidence is that he called him a wife beater. Well, technically it's kind of true because there's evidence that he has done it at the very least once. It removes all context from the situation, which is a slippery slope anyway. Like, that's bad. Clearly a slippery slope because this has happened. Yeah, not cool. Not cool. Now, Depp previously received support from Harry Potter creator J.K. Rowling, despite numerous calls for Depp to be fired after Heard insinuated he domestically abused her. Rowling wrote on her official website, based on our understanding of the circumstances, the filmmakers and I are not only comfortable sticking with our original casting, but genuinely happy to have Johnny playing a major character in the movies. I've loved writing the first 2 screenplays, and I can't wait for fans to see the crimes of Grindelwald. I accept that there will be those who are not satisfied with our choice of actor in the title role. However, conscience isn't governable by committee. Within the fictional world and outside it, we all have to do what we believe to be the right thing. She's a boss. Like, when she says stuff like this, that's epic. Now, it's a shame that they flip-flopped. And would it have been her that did it? Would she have okayed it? This is the thing, isn't it? Like, who wanted this to happen? And what do they gain either? Do they think, this is what I'm getting at, right? Like, do they think that this is good optics? Because a movie studio is all about the optics. So they're going to look at this situation and go, well, does this make us look good? Or does this make us look bad? The support for Johnny Depp is overwhelming. Like, the support for him is overwhelming. Millions of people support him. So you look at it, and most people think Amber Heard's just a turd. So you look at it and you go, why are you doing that then? Like, what? Brain does not compute. It doesn't make any sense to me. Very odd. Really, really, really odd. Now, obviously, this is the lawsuit in question. It was a response to an article published by The Sun. British Sun. Anyway, gone potty. How can J.K. Rowling be genuinely happy casting wife-beater Johnny Depp in the new Fantastic Beasts film? One, that's a massive headline. Ridiculous, anyway. But anyway, so the 129-page decision, Justice Nicole wrote, found that the great majority of alleged assaults of Miss Heard by Mr. Depp have been proved to the civil standard, bearing in mind what has been said about the evidence necessary to satisfy that standard when serious allegations are in issue. And that's the thing, they remove all context from the scenario, and that's wrong, because obviously when you call someone a wife beater, the implication is that he does it routinely, it's horrendous, and do you know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, it's like a vibe. You know what I mean. Like, you know what the implication is when someone says that. But yeah, like, will his career survive this? Will his career survive this? I don't know what he has at the moment that's in the line outside of this. I don't think there was much because he was removed from Disney. Someone said, do you think his career will survive like Mel Gibson, like, because he obviously tanked right after he did all those things. The difference between Mel Gibson and Johnny Depp is Johnny Depp has a massive fan base, huge, and most people looking at the circumstances and the situation side with Johnny Depp anyway. So it's really odd that a studio would do this when they haven't bothered to act on anything else in the past, and the optics of the situation are not favourable to this outcome. It's so strange. I can't wrap my head around it. You do this, but you don't reprimand Ezra Miller for taking down a fan. Strange. Very, very strange. But there you go. There's the video. My thoughts are, I've no idea why they're doing this. It doesn't make sense. And if you can come up with a good thesis as to why, love to hear it. Because at the end of the day, right, optics. They're a business. They haven't acted before. I like the fact that they stayed steady and they didn't act on anyone. I thought that was good, that they were just an ambiguous entity. I thought that was good. They're not choosing sides. They're no judgment. They're now flip-flopping on that, taking a side, which doesn't make any sense because of the optics of the situation. So, yeah, bit of a weird one, ladies and gents. But I'd love to hear any and all of your thoughts down below in the comment section. I love doing these videos and covering all of this. And yeah, he is going to appeal. So when the appeal goes through, I will cover some of that as well, because it's fascinating to see this unfold. Now, again, remember, this is not him versus Amber Heard. This is him versus The Sun, which has now been ruled on. We still have him versus Amber Heard in the States, I believe, going ahead. So that will be an interesting one, because what if they rule in his favour? Will Warner Brothers then have to fire Amber Heard? This, again, they're putting themselves in a very difficult situation when they start choosing sides based off of court cases. Because if in the US they then side with Johnny Depp, logic, fairness dictates that they must ask Amber Heard to step down. But obviously they probably won't. But that's the outcome anyway. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new here, please do hit subscribe. Please do turn the bell notifications on to all. And also check that you're subscribed, because YouTube is playing some silly motherfuckers at the moment. I think it's all to do with this election, but it's not good. They're really messing around with channels. So check it out anyway. As always, with Mr. H, take care.